में अब लॉन्च पैड से प्रक्षेपित होगा। उल्टी गिनती उसकी शुरू हो चुकी है। हालांकि हम जानते हैं कि ये लगभग 2232 किलो वजनी NVS-01 निगरानी उपग्रह तैनात करने के लिए भूस्थिर उपग्रह प्रक्षेपण अभियान तैयार किया गया। सबसे अहम बात यह है कि ये स्वदेशी निर्मित नेविगेटर सैटेलाइट है जो सतत और
210 plus 5 seconds.
लिफ्ट ऑफ न्यूट्रल।
प्रज्वलन और सफलतापूर्ण उत्थापन GSLV F12 का
P2 ट्रैकिंग
चारों L40s तथा कोर बूस्टर S139 अपना सामान्य निष्पादन करते हुए उद्देश्य कक्षा की ओर अग्रसर।
परफॉर्मेंस नॉर्मल।
Nominal launch of the GSLV F12 mission. The rocket flying by spewing fire into the clear sky of Sriharikota. GS1 and L40s together thrusting currently. The sharp ground station is currently tracking.
Sharp 1 Minato
Plus
Sharp
1
2
minute.
is in Minato।
वर्तमान में प्रथम चरण प्रज्वलित है। इसका कार्यकाल लगभग 110 सेकंड का होगा। इसमें 4800 किलोन्यूटन का प्रणोद उत्पन्न होता है।
P2 change over to SCPT2।
The core 139 motor will continue to burn for 110 seconds while the L40s continue to burn
First
for a
stage
total of
performance
150
normal.
seconds. Thrust developed by the GS1 S139 motor is 4815 kilonewtons, while each of the L40s develops 762.5 kilonewtons.
Stage ban out।
प्रथम चरण को कट ऑफ कर दिया गया है।
Plus 2 minutes.
L40 अभी भी प्रज्वलित हैं।
This is a confirmation for the S139 burnout. L40s still developing thrust.
कुछ ही क्षणों में हम देखेंगे द्वितीय चरण का प्रज्वलन तथा प्रथम चरण का पृथक्कन।
Current altitude is 67 kilometers.
40 stages thrust cut off। Stage separated। Second stage ignited।
जी हाँ, द्वितीय चरण का प्रज्वलन शुरू हो चुका है जैसा निर्धारित था और प्रथम चरण को यान से पृथक कर दिया गया है।
The second stage has ignited and the first stage has been separated from the ongoing launch vehicle. Currently, Shah station is tracking.
Plus 3 minutes.
जी हाँ, यान पूर्णतः निर्धारित
Second
पथ
stage
को
performance
अनुकरण करता
normal।
हुआ जा रहा है और द्वितीय चरण भी सामान्य निष्पादन कर रहा है। इस चरण का कुल कार्यकाल लगभग 140 सेकंड का होगा। इस दौरान यह 846 किलोन्यूटन का प्रणोद उत्पन्न कर यान को करीब 130 किलोमीटर की ऊंचाई तक ले जाएगा।
High thrust Vikas engine developing a nominal vacuum thrust of 846 kilonewtons. Vikas engine is a pump-fed engine
Second stage performance normal।
of UH25 as fuel and N2O4 as oxidizer.
Plus 4 minutes.
Load fairing separated।
चूंकि यान घने वातावरण से बाहर जा चुका है इसलिए ऊष्मा कवच की आवश्यकता नहीं रह गई है और इसलिए इसे यान से पृथक कर दिया गया है।
Two major flight events have taken place in recent past. The initiation of closed loop guidance and the separation of payload
Second stage
fairing.
performance normal।
Currently, the vehicle is going as per the predicted trajectory. Shar and Port Blair stations currently
Stage is
tracking.
authorized.
द्वितीय चरण सामान्य निष्पादन करते हुए यान को उद्देश्य कक्षा की ओर ले जाता हुआ।
Second stage thrust cutoff. Second stage
Plus
separate
5 minutes.
thrust ignition is commanded.
द्वितीय चरण को कट ऑफ के बाद में यान से पृथक कर दिया
Ignition
गया
is
है
confirmed.
और अंतिम चरण क्रायो अपर स्टेज का प्रज्वलन शुरू हो चुका है।
The cryogenic upper stage has commenced its operation. The nominal burn duration for cryo stage is more than 13 minutes. Nominal thrust of the cryogenic upper stage
stage
is
performance normal.
73.97 kilonewtons, while the operated thrust is 83.34 kilonewtons. The cryogenic propellants have a specific impulse of 453.5 seconds.
तृतीय चरण जिसे हम क्रायो अपर स्टेज
Plus
के नाम
6
से जानते हैं,
minutes.
यह बहुत ही जटिल इंजन होता है, इसलिए यहाँ काफी तालियों के साथ गड़गड़ाहट हम सुन सकते हैं जब तृतीय चरण का प्रज्वलन शुरू हुआ। कोई भी त्रुटि की कोई गुंजाइश नहीं होती है अंतरिक्ष मिशन में। जैसा कि आपको बताया गया, यह मिशन पूर्वी दिशा का मिशन है, इसलिए हमारे ग्राउंड
Cryo
स्टेशन
stage performance
शार
normal.
तथा पोर्ट ब्लेयर स्थित भू स्टेशन इसे ट्रैक कर रहे हैं। तृतीय चरण का निष्पादन सामान्य और यान अपनी उद्देश्य कक्षा की ओर बढ़ता हुआ जा रहा है। अब हम प्रमोचन से 405 सेकंड की दूरी पर आ चुके हैं। ऊंचाई 145 किलोमीटर तथा सापेक्ष गति 5 किलोमीटर प्रति सेकंड।
Plus 7 minutes.
We are more than 400 seconds past the launch time. Current altitude of the launch vehicle is 146 kilometers and the relative velocity 5.14 kilometers per second. Let me describe to the viewers in the meantime the description of the satellite taking ride in this mission. Navigation services using Indian constellation of satellites provides accurate real-time positioning and timing services over India
Cryo stage performance
and
normal.
1500 kilometers around India. The Indian Regional Navigation Satellite System IRNSS goes by an operational name Navik. The launch of IRNSS-1A took place in July 2013, and with the launch of IRNSS-1I in April 2018, the constellation of
Plus
Navik
8 minutes.
with first generation of satellites, that is 3 in geostationary and 4 in geosynchronous orbit, was complete. The present satellite NVS-01 is the first in the second generation navigation satellite series, which will ensure continuity of legacy Navik services. The satellite has navigation and ranging payloads. The navigation payload operates in L1, L5 and S bands and employs a tri-band antenna. The heart of the navigation payload is the rubidium atomic frequency
Cryo
standard
stage performance
RAFS,
normal.
the atomic clock which acts as a stable frequency reference for the navigation payload. This clock is indigenously developed by the Space Application Center
Plus
of
9
ISRO
minutes.
at Ahmedabad. The RAFS is one thing that distinguishes second generation of navigation satellites from the first. The other noteworthy feature is the inclusion of an L1 navigation band, which is popular for providing PNT, that is precision, navigation and timing services for users and for interoperability with other GNSS signals. The ranging payload consists of C/C transponder used for two-way CDMA ranging to facilitate precise orbit determination. NAVIC is significant for India in the application of navigation in terrestrial, aerial and maritime areas, geodetic surveying, fleet management and marine fisheries. Apart from these, NAVIC is useful in providing location-based services in mobile devices.
Plus
Timing
10 minutes.
services are provided to the agencies for which accurate time is of utmost importance, like financial institutions, power grids and such. The other applications include
Cryostage
Internet of Things,
performance normal.
strategic and emergency services.
तृतीय चरण क्रायोजेनिक इंजन के सभी तंत्र सामान्य रूप से कार्य कर रहे हैं। इस चरण का कुल कार्यकाल लगभग 840 सेकंड का होगा। यह वह अंतिम चरण है जो उपग्रह को उचित कक्षा में पहुंचाकर अंतःक्षेपित करेगा। इस दौरान आपको इस उपग्रह से जुड़ी कुछ जानकारियां उपलब्ध कराते हैं। देश के
Plus
नौवहन
11
आवश्यकताओं
minutes.
को पूरा करने के लिए इसरो द्वारा नाविक नेविगेशन विद इंडियन कॉन्स्टलेशन की स्थापना की गई। नाविक को इंडियन रीजनल नेविगेशन सैटेलाइट सिस्टम IRNS के नाम से भी जाना जाता है। नाविक को 7 उपग्रहों के नक्षत्र के साथ डिजाइन किया गया है। इस नक्षत्र के 3 उपग्रह भूस्थैतिक कक्षा में रहते हैं तथा अन्य 4 उपग्रह भूमध्य रेखा से 29 डिग्री के झुकाव के साथ भूतुल्य काली कक्षा में रखे गए हैं। नाविक 2 सेवाएं प्रदान करता है, नागरिक उपयोगकर्ताओं के लिए तथा प्रतिबंधित सेवाओं के लिए। इन दोनों सेवाओं में L5 और S बैंड का उपयोग किया जाता है। नौवहन के कवरेज में भारत और उसके सीमाओं से लगे 1500 किलोमीटर के क्षेत्र में यह सुविधाएं प्रदान करने में सक्षम होगा। इसमें नौवहन सिग्नल 20 मीटर के विभेदन क्षमता और 50 नैनोसेकंड से
12
अधिक
minutes.
की समय परिशुद्धता के लिए डिज़ाइन किया गया है। NVS-01 L1 बैंड पर अपनी अतिरिक्त सेवाएं प्रदान करने के लिए भी डिज़ाइन किया गया है। नाविक के अन्य अनुप्रयोगों में है भौमिक, आकाशीय तथा समुद्री
Cryostage
नौवहन,
performance normal.
भूगणितीय सर्वेक्षण, आपातकालीन सेवाएं, मोबाइल की स्थिति आधारित सेवाएं, उपग्रहों का कक्षा निर्धारण, महत्वपूर्ण संस्थानों में सामयिक सेवाएं, इंटरनेट ऑफ थिंग्स और ऐसे अनेक युक्ति अनुप्रयोग शामिल हैं। तृतीय चरण पूरी तरह उद्दिष्ट पथ का अनुकरण करता हुआ
Plus 13 minutes.
यह वह अंतिम चरण है जो यान को 251 किलोमीटर तक ले जाएगा तथा गति 9.75 किलोमीटर प्रति सेकंड। यह गति NVS-01 उपग्रह को प्रदान करेगा जिससे वह उस कक्षा में अंतःक्षेपित
Cryostage
होगा।
performance normal.
वर्तमान में यान की सापेक्ष गति 7.1 किलोमीटर प्रति सेकंड तथा ऊंचाई 133 किलोमीटर।
We have come 827 seconds past the launch time. The current relative velocity is 7.22 kilometers per second. The current
Plus
altitude
14
is
minutes.
134 kilometers. The trajectory being followed by the launch vehicle is as per the prediction, very precise.
उपग्रह का पूर्ण परिशुद्धता से कक्षा में स्थापित किया जाना बहुत आवश्यक होता है। इससे उपग्रह की लाइफ भी बढ़ती है और सेवाएं उपलब्ध कराने में बहुत आसानी होती है।
Cryo stage performance normal.
For the present mission
Plus 15
GSLV
minutes.
F12, the cryo stage is provided with active pressurization system for the propellant, which is an upgrade to enhance the reliability of the engine and stage. Presently, Port Blair and Brunei stations are tracking.
Plus 16 minutes.
क्रायो स्टेज व अंतिम चरण है GSLV F12 का, जो कि उपग्रह को उद्दिष्ट कक्षा में स्थापित करेगा। यह चरण LPSC द्वारा निर्मित किया गया है।
Cryo stage performance normal.
Plus 17 minutes.
कुछ ही क्षणों पश्चात तृतीय चरण को बंद कर दिया जाएगा तथा उचित कक्षा पहुंचते ही उपग्रह को प्रमोचित किया जाएगा।
The current altitude is 189 kilometers. The cryo stage is still operating, and in the last few seconds of its operation,
अब कुछ ही क्षणों पश्चात हम
18
देखेंगे
minutes.
क्रायो स्टेज का बंद होना तथा उपग्रह के अंतक्षेपण की स्थितियां प्राप्त होते ही उपग्रह का अंतक्षेपण।
Brunei and Bayak ground stations are currently tracking.
Cryo stage thrust cutoff. Sled injection condition is achieved.
क्रायो स्टेज को कट ऑफ कर दिया गया है तथा अंतक्षेपण की स्थितियां प्राप्त की जा चुकी हैं। अब कुछ ही क्षणों में
NVS-01 satellite separated.
The satellite NVS-01 has been separated and placed into the
GSLV
intended
F12
orbit.
NVS-01 mission accomplished.
ये हम
Handing over
ऑनबोर्ड
to
कैमरा
mission
की मदद
director.
से देख पा रहे हैं। NVS-1 को सफलतापूर्वक उद्दिष्ट कक्षा में अंतक्षेपित कर दिया गया है और इसके साथ ही यह मिशन सफल होता है।
mission is fully accomplished.
The launch of GSLV F12 NVS-01 mission has been successful. The jubilant ambience in the Mission Control Center is a testimony to how much this success matters to ISRO. Many congratulations to all the teams of ISRO. We take leave from you. Do continue to be with us for the address by Secretary DOS, Chairman ISRO, Shri S. Somnath.
तो इसरो ने एक बार फिर रचा इतिहास। इसरो के वैज्ञानिक नेविगेशन सैटेलाइट NVS-01 का आज सतीश धवन अंतरिक्ष केंद्र से दूसरे लॉन्च पैड से उसे प्रक्षेपित किया गया और सफलतापूर्वक इसका प्रक्षेपण मुकम्मल हुआ है। ऐसी तस्वीरें अभी हमने देखी अपने टेलीविजन स्क्रीन्स पर। इसरो ने एक बार फिर रचा है इतिहास और इसके साथ ही एक बड़ी उपलब्धि यहाँ पर भारत के लिए भारतीय अंतरिक्ष श्रृंखला की निगरानी की परिकल्पना की गई थी। ये दूसरी पीढ़ी का पहला उपग्रह है जिसमें भारतीय अंतरिक्ष श्रृंखला की निगरानी की परिकल्पना की गई है और इस अभियान के बाद भारत विश्व के 3 अन्य देशों की सूची में शामिल हो गया है। तो GSLV F12 नेविगेशन उपग्रह का सफलतापूर्वक प्रक्षेपण हुआ है। इसरो ने एक बार फिर साबित कर दिया, एक बार फिर यहाँ पर इतिहास रचा है। आज सुबह 10:42 पर सतीश धवन अंतरिक्ष केंद्र के दूसरे लॉन्च पैड से इसे प्रक्षेपित किया गया और इसका यहाँ पर ये जो मिशन है वो सफल हुआ है। सफलतापूर्वक इसका प्रक्षेपण किया गया है। लगभग 2232 किलो वजन का NVS-01 निगरानी उपग्रह तैनात करने के लिए भूस्थिर उपग्रह प्रक्षेपण अभियान तैयार किया गया था। तो एक बड़ी सफलता यहाँ पर भारतीय वैज्ञानिकों को ले भारतीय विज्ञान के लिए दूसरी पीढ़ी के नेविगेशन उपग्रहों की सीरीज का ये पहला उपग्रह है NVS-01। इस साल का ये है पहला GSLV मिशन और वर्ष 2023 में इसरो का ये है चौथा मिशन। जियोसिंक्रोनस सैटेलाइट लॉन्च व्हीकल रॉकेट द्वारा इसे लॉन्च किया गया। जियोसिंक्रोनस ट्रांसफर ऑर्बिट में तैनात होगा ये NVS-01 और पूर्व में स्थापित IRNSS-01 को रिप्लेस करेगा NVS-01। पहली बार स्वदेशी विकसित रुबिडियम परमाणु घड़ी का इसमें इस्तेमाल किया गया। और आइए सीधे रुक करते हैं एक बार फिर सतीश धवन अंतरिक्ष केंद्र का।
Failure analysis committee who went through this and made our life much better, and also for LPSC Liquid Propulsion System Center who worked hard to make sure the cryogenic stage is brought back to its high levels of reliability. Today, the NAVIC satellite NVS-01 is the second generation of navigation satellite with additional capabilities that we have already brought into this satellite constellation, where we make the signals more secure. We made more a civilian frequency band L1 and also introduced our atomic clock, which is designed and developed by Space Applications Center ISRO. And this is one of the 5 series of satellites in this new configuration that are to be launched. So I would like to thank all those people who worked to make this satellite as well and make this mission a really grand success. Now the satellite is in a geotransfer orbit. Now the satellite team will take over and now we'll do the rest of the functions of circularizing it and placing it at the right place in the position where it is intended to be. So I wish all the very best to the satellite team for subsequent missions. So today we have with me the mission director, Sri Giri, who will speak to you, and also the satellite director who will speak afterwards.
Good morning. Hearty congratulations to the entire ISRO team for the grand success of GSLV F12 NVS-01 mission. The GSLV F12 has injected the satellite into a very good orbit, 173 by 40,709 kilometer, which will give better life for the satellite. See, this is the first successful flight of the GSLV with a 4-meter payload fairing. The earlier 4-meter fairings, we had anomalies, not because of PLF, but because of some other reasons in the other systems. Now, with the 4-meter PLF, GSLV has the capability to launch bigger payloads and provide them a better aerodynamic environment. We can now confidently launch NISR next year. See, last flight GSLV F10 anomaly was a heartbreaking for all of us. But Chairman ISRO was always acting as a morale booster because of his constant encouragement and encouragement directors. The core team, along with the SDS, has recovered fully, and the cryo stage is modified with the FAC recommendations. I especially compliment IPRC, LPSC teams for bringing out the cryo stage with the support of BSSC and SDSC. I salute the SDS and SR teams spread across the various centers of ISRO who has put their heart and soul in the great work to bring back GSLV to success track. Now GSLV has become combined with other satellites with to have an operational launch vehicle for ISRO, and has come back to the success. There has been excellent support from center directors for bringing back GSLV. I salute the excellent review by subsystem FRRs, FRLV, Apex, MRR, National Expert Committee, which helped in resolving issues and making the launch vehicle very robust. The industries in India have contributed immensely to the realization of this vehicle. I acknowledge the contribution by HAL, especially in realizing 4-meter OPLF on time. The GSLV core project has demonstrated excellent teamwork, perseverance, and persistence, because we were always slightly hampered by the earlier failures, but the team kept the morale and took the excellent task of bringing back GSLV to success with the support from all SDS spread across various centers. The role played by Vehicle Director Sri Tommy Joseph, who has been here in SHAR for many days and in realizing systems, is to be specially mentioned, and Associate Vehicle Director Sri Karthikeyan. Other important contributions were from Sri K.T. Jose and Sri A.V. Mercy. They require special mention. The NVS-01 satellite launched today is very special because it has the L1 band and uses indigenously developed atomic clock. My best wishes to the NVS-01 spacecraft team for the upcoming spacecraft operations, which will provide better navigation capability for India. Once again, my hearty compliments to the entire ISRO team, to the loving family members who supported the team members for achieving this success. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Now the satellite director, Mr. Bhaskar.
Good morning to one and all. I do believe that Naughty Boy has been fully tamed. Respected Chairman, Directors, distinguished invitees, a very good morning. The launch of NVS-01 is an event which all of us in the navigation community have been looking forward to for quite some time because of two reasons. One is we have included the popular civilian band L1, and the inclusion of this band will make us interoperable with international operators. Second, and the most important reason, is we have included our very own indigenous atomic clock developed by SAC Ahmedabad. A big kudos to all the teams from SAC payload team. Also wish to place on record thanks to Chairman ISRO for giving us an early launch despite a slew of flagship programs lined up. I would also like to thank Director URSA for his constant guidance and support, and to all my mentors and reviewers for making the realization of the satellite. Last but not the least, I would like to thank all my team members from various centers of ISRO who have made this possible today. And in a few days from now, we'll be making the satellite operational and we'll be putting the satellite in the desired position. And later on, we'll be getting the navigational information from this. In short, if the launcher has the will, satellite will show the way. Thank you.
So we will now request our center directors who have contributed immensely to this program to have a quick briefing on this. So we don't want to take long time. So I will start with Director SAC Ahmedabad.
Good morning, everybody.
at the outset, let me congratulate Team ISRO as well as Chairman ISRO and all the stakeholders in this mission. And as we celebrate 70 years of climbing of Everest, it was a field task for Team ISRO. It is like climbing Everest only. And once again, I compliment all my team members at Space Application Center for developing an excellent payload. And I hope that surely you are going to hear a lot about NAVIC in near future. Thank you.
Director of the Satellite Center, Mr. Shankaran.
Good morning. After a long time, a satellite going into geo orbit has been launched by us. Of course, last year we had the commercial launch for NSIL, but our own satellite, it's quite some time we are having a launch. And today, on a hot summer day in Shar, where the temperature is more than 40, but you feel like 50, what more pleasure than having an operational satellite with GSLV, putting it in the precise orbit. What more pleasure do we all need? Thank you very much for the entire community for contributing to make this launch vehicle as well as satellite success. The satellite now has deployed its solar panels, gone through its venting sequence, and is ready to now take up the next operations to raise its orbit and go to the geostationary orbit at 5-degree inclination. So looking forward to operationalizing this satellite as part of the new NAVIC constellation. Thank you all. Jai Hind.
Now the Director of the Liquid Propulsion System Center, Dr. Narayanan.
Good morning. Heartiest congratulations to each and every one of you. It is a very proud moment for ISRO as well as the entire country that we have accomplished a very important mission, GSLV F12 NVS-01. And this vehicle has got more number of propulsion systems. In fact, 7 propulsion systems which has worked in a synchronized way and delivered the satellite in the required orbit. Very heartening to note that all the vehicle systems have performed extremely well. Coming to the cryo stage, after a setback, when we have come back with the necessary corrections and improvements, really the teams have done extremely well, exceptionally well, and today the performance reveals that cryo stage performance is as expected and as predicted. On this occasion, let me congratulate and compliment each and every team members, our family members, and the satellite team for realizing an excellent satellite. Thank you. Jai Hind.
The Director of the ISRO Propulsion Complex at Mahendragiri, Sri Asir Pakiraj.
Yeah. Congratulations, India. It's very heartening to note the success of the GSLV NVS-01 mission. At this point of time, let me place on record the appreciable efforts taken by the liquid propulsion community in bringing out the GS2, L40 and the CUS stages. I thank my IPRC family for a tireless work to bring these stages and showing the success of the GSLV vehicle once more. Thank you.
The Director of the ISRO Satellite Tracking Network, Mr. Ramakrishnan.
Good morning to all. Thank you, sir. It's a really great mission. After a long time, we had a very great success here. And all our tracking stations have provided very immensely useful data. And I'm sure the satellite will be put in right orbit, and it is going to prove our navigation community a very, very useful system. And I compliment the entire country and the entire ISRO team. Thank you. Thank you all.
I'll invite Dr. Sam Dayaladev, the Director of the ISRO Inertial Systems Unit.
Good morning. Really very happy to see the successful flight of GF12. Really I compliment as well as congratulate all of you for the excellent contribution really coming after a setback in F10. So the type of reviews that had gone through, especially for the cryo stage, excellent reviews, and all the elements were really put into great rig so that So nothing is left unturned. So really very happy to see the performance of the whole stages. And also, personally, I think ISRO Inertial System Unit is also very happy that because in NVS-01, the first magnetic levitated reaction wheels is being flown, where with the excellent micro vibration capability. So we are looking forward the performance because a magnetic suspended reaction wheel typically, literally, the life is infinite. So that contribution also we are very happy. So I wish all the very best for the subsequent spacecraft operations and see that our indigenous atomic clock also performing to the best in par with the rest of the world. Thank you. Jai Hind.
I wish to invite Dr. Unikrishnan Nair, the director of Vikram Sarabhai Space Center, who is from where the rocket has come.
Very good morning, India. Congratulations to all the system development agencies across all ISRO centers, all industries, and all the national eminent experts and academia who have been the part of the failure analysis committee. And since the last failure to today, it has been a learning phase. We have understood and we corrected. That is why GSLV is back in action. GSLV is there for launching 2-ton class of GEO satellite. And demonstrating that with 4-meter fairing, we have demonstrated in GSLV. And with this launch, GSLV also inching towards higher reliability. It has crossed the 0.9 reliability mark. And GSLV will be there for more missions in future. Thank you very much.
Finally, I wish to invite the director of this center, the Satish Dhawan Space Center, and he is the chairman of the Launch Authorization Board, Sri Rajarajan.
Congrats, Team India, across ISRO and the industries for making one more vehicle after all these failures. Some vehicles require coaching, and this seems to be well done by all the failure analysis committee and recommendation, and has been strengthened, and it has been shown today. Both the vehicle as well as the spacecraft is having better instrumentation and augmentation to serve the country. At SHAR, we had the 2023 fourth successful launch. Every month we are having a habit of a successful launch. Let us keep it. Whether the weather is helping us or not, I hope the entire team across centers and this one comes into here for the last mile activity and making this a very good way to progress in a time-bound manner. And I also thanks Chairman for giving all the support, making us that all the support is available at this place to carry out the work without any hitch. Already we are having vehicles further, and I am also happy to note at SDS ISHAR that we have multiple launch campaigns going on simultaneously, both commercial as well as development, and I compliment all the people to do the work once again. And once again I thank the entire community for making a successful launch. Thank you.
On this very happiest occasion, it's very important that I should recognize the support that we are getting from the government, especially in authorizing us to have this launch of GSLV after a failure, and the confidence the decision makers, our honorable prime ministers, and other key functionaries who reviewed it to see that we have done the required work, and also to see the Navi constellation is something that is very crucial for this nation to have a regional navigation constellation, and it must be made to fully operational status. It must be put to use for various applications that we already started to work on. I take this opportunity to tell you that we are going to make this NAVIC system fully functional and operational for the benefit of this nation. There is huge amount of opportunity that is waiting for us to exploit in the future. And also the case of GSLV, we had, of course, there were issues in the past, but I am very sure the full configuration which we all dreamt to make it operational is on the way, and we are having the next launch of GSLV with a climate and weather observation satellite called INSAT 3DS that will be happening soon. And after that, the same rocket is bound to take the NISR, the India NASA synthetic aperture radar satellite as well. Coming months, we are going to have launches of PSLV, as well as GSLV Mark III, and we are also getting ready to launch the test vehicle of the Gaganyaan. Of course, the launches of further PSLVs and SSLVs in the offing. The SHAR is abuzz with a lot of activities towards all of this. So let me take goodbye from you today at this moment, and hope to tell you the final status of the orbit rising process and the operationalization NAVIC in due course. Thank you, goodbye from Satish Dhawan Space Center.
तो आसमान में इसरो की एक नई उड़ान, धरती से लेकर अंतरिक्ष तक इसरो की उपलब्धियों की फहरिस्त यहाँ लंबी